tamer does not lie in the fact that he is stronger than the lion, but that the lion thinks he is. Now, we all know that the lion is the most feared, most ferocious animal in the jungle, right? Indeed, he's called the king of the jungle. But let me ask you a question, Jermaine. Have you ever been to the circus? Anybody ever been to the circus in here? Brother, what's your name? Eric. Eric, when you go to the circus, and that light comes up on the middle ring, right? And the lion tamer goes into the cage and he cracks his whip, tells the lion to lay down and play dead. What does the lion do? Lay down and play dead. Exactly, he lays down and plays dead. He tells him to roll over, what does he do? Exactly, he tells him sit and do not move, what does he do? Exactly, Eric, listen, that lion tamer would not dare go into the jungle, crack his whip and tell that lion to lay down and play dead. Why is that? Because he'll put a hole through his chest, right? But let me ask you a question, Eric. What's the difference between the circus lion and the jungle lion? The circus lion is tamed. Exactly, and I like that word you used. You didn't say trained. Most people say trained, but you said tamed. Do you know what tamed means? If you look it up in the dictionary, it means deprived of one's spirit. Listen, when that lion was just a little cub, and they tried to let out that mighty roar, a roar that could be heard over 2 miles away in the jungle, it felt the sting of the whip on his back or the crack of the whip in his ears, and it laid back down. When it tried to run as fast as it could, it hit the front of the cage and it was knocked down. When it tried to rise as high as it could, it hit the top of the cage. Let's go to the next screen. And it was knocked back down. And after trying and trying and trying and trying to manifest its true potential, guess what? One day that lion tamer went as fast as it could, it hit the front of the cage and it was knocked back down. And it never, what happened? Went right between that. And it never, ever tried again. And it settled into the life of a circus lion. While it still had, Eric, listen, while it still had all of the greatness running through his veins. While at any time when that lion tamer went into the cage, cracked its whip, said lay down and play dead, it could have laid down. It could have overtaken that lion tamer. What did it do? It laid down and it played dead. And it's unfortunate but true that many of us live lives very similar to that circus lion. So let's try this out. Let's fill this in. The strength of our adversities, I don't think we're going to be able to fill those in. So don't even worry about it. Just go along with me. The strength of our adversities does not lie in the fact that they are stronger than we are, but that we think they are. Let me say it again. The strength of our challenges, the things that you face in school, does not lie in the fact that they are stronger than we are, but that we think they are. And why is that? Because from birth, we have tried to manifest our true potential. How does it work? What's your name, buddy? When you go to school and some of your buddies say, so hey, what are you going to do when you graduate? Man, I'm going to be a doctor, I'm going to be a lawyer, I'm going to be a youth pastor, and I'm going to just see young people all on fire for the Lord. What do they say? Yeah, right, Henry. Who do you know from back around the way who has ever become a doctor or a lawyer? Stop dreaming. And if you're not careful, instead of continuing to let out that roar, if you're not careful, you'll just begin to purr. Because see, you're not feeling the sting of the whip on your back, you're feeling the sting of your so-called friend's lips in your ears. And after they continue to put you down and put you down and put you down, if you don't have something on the inside of you so that every time someone says you're never going to do it, but you know what? No one's going to stop me from trying. If you're not careful, next time when someone says, so Henry, what are you going to do with your life? Well, I'm not quite sure. Whatever life brings my way. Well, I'm not quite sure what anybody from around the way can ever do. So I'm just going to give my best and see what I can do. And you settle into the life of mediocrity. And we have so many people who have lived that way, whether it's the older generation who has traded in their dreams for security, people who have tried and then they get to a certain age and they say, well, you know what, maybe my dreams aren't going to come true, so I'm just going to try and find myself a little job. Or the younger generation that has its dreams stripped by insecurity. We settled into the life of simply being average. But I want you to understand something. By the mere fact that you are spending your summers sitting in a church building at 11 o'clock on a Tuesday morning shows that you were not created to live a mediocre life. You were not created simply to be average. Average kids are saying, that's crazy. I'm not coming into a church for my summer. I'm just going to chill. I'm going to sleep till 1 o'clock, stay up all night. I am not trying to come to anybody's church. You know what? That's mediocre thinking. But the fact that you all sit here today shows that God has far more for you. And I've taken time out of my life to come here to show you how to rise above the level of mediocrity and to go on to achieve your God-given dreams. Let's go to the next slide. I want to explain to you